Welcome to the construction site. Grab a hard hat, or at least a pill organizer. If you're looking for influencer fluff, bench filters, or bicep guide to self care involving bath bombs or cucumber water, you're on the wrong channel. This is Ashen Oak Press, and we deal in the currency of tactile reality. I am Mariah, and I am a walking paradox. A happy ninja at the pharmacy counter who can charm a tech out of a backorder prescription, but a shredder when I'm auditing medical portals at 2 a.m. I've been tired since 1987. It's not a hyperloop, it's an ordain. Today we are auditing the medical bill. This isn't just about burnout. Burnout is what happens when you have a bad month of office. This is different. This is about the stress that you accumulate when you've been the load bearing wall for 3 decades. The body keeps the score, and trust me, it charges the interest. We're talking about the kind of caregiving that doesn't just exhaust you, it rewires your brain. It changes how you breathe, how you sleep, and how you look at a grocery store. Most kids get a childhood. I got a deployment order from above. By 1988, I was already navigating the medical industry complex. While other kids my age were learning the social hierarchy on the playground, I was learning the logistics of the hospital wards. I had to learn to be a patient before I learned how to be a person. Think about that for a second. Before I knew how to navigate friendships, I first had to know how to navigate insurance claims. I learned to be a caregiver before I learned to ride a bike. In 1989, Anna arrived, my sister in everything but DNA. The mission changed. I became the commanding officer in the nursery. We were two 80s babies drafted into the war against chaos. People will call it being helpful. They see a child doing the dishes or holding a parent's hand and they think, how sweet. I call it emotional theft. When you see a 10-year-old child holding an adult's fragile mental state together, you're growing the roots and soil that is actively tearing you down. You have to learn how to read a room's atmosphere like a bomb tech has to read the wire. Is the hair heavy? Is there a crisis brewing? That level of hypervigilance is never turned off, even as an adult. You build the oak for everyone else where your own foundation is made of stress hormones and skipped developmental steps. You don't get to make the choices that dictate your life. I spent nearly 3 decades in the same state, geographically held hostage by the needs of the others. I didn't get to move away to find myself because I was the low bearing wall for others. I had to stay because if I left, the roof collapsed. By high school, I was the shredder, a brick and mortar, virtual, and trade school all at once. I wasn't being ambitious. I was trying to find an escape route. I needed to control something because home was a series of logistical fires I was trying to put out with water pistols. I earned a culinary degree at 17 because my grandmother had taught me that the kitchen was a technical zone. I wasn't dreaming of being a chef. I was studying how to feed a family on $0. That's not a hobby. That's survival anxiety. And when you grow up trying to put those fires out, you learn how to read rooms rather quickly. And when you come forward in time, fast forward to right now of the date I'm filming this video, which is March 31st. My life has been a catastrophic surgical circus. For the last month and a half, I've been trying to get my mom into her specialist. If you ever sat on a porch for an hour waiting for a medical transport van that never shows up only to check a portal that says the ride was complete, you know the rage of a shredder soul. One company says they declined the ride. The portal says they accepted it. I'm stuck in the middle of staring at a blank screen and wondering how many stupidities I had to go through to get the surgery approved. It's like, whose hand dropped the ball? It's mind-numbing. You want to scream into the void, but you can't because you have a module on ethics or history narrative due by midnight. My grandpa at Greenberry used to say, if life gives you lemons, put them in the freezer and throw them as hard as you can. That is my current Monday morning. I'm auditing portals at 2 a.m. And if I drop one more piece of paper, my mom loses a lifeline. This isn't creating content, it's a survival engine. I use the HB90 method and time blocking, not because I'm organized, but because the chaos is trying to strangle me. And it's not the most comfortable feeling in the world. The body keeps the score and it charges interest. I'm 38, but I have the health profile of someone much older. Type 2 diabetes, epilepsy, and near deafness. This is the physical results of the stress I've carried since 1988. We are currently trapped in a rental that is a literal death trap. Crumbling concrete stairs, a steep hill that acts as a cage for a wheelchair user. I physically cannot get my mom out in an emergency. We survived fires before, and that memory sits in your lungs like ash. People see me as a student or founder, but mostly I am an architect in my own rescue. People ask why I'm chasing a BA, why this is happening. SNHU is my sanctuary. When I'm deep in my creative writing or a psychology class or in my marketing class, I'm an architect, not a caregiver. When I write, like for instance, my Silver Tooth, which is in my Bloodbound saga, I'm building internal architecture for characters who can handle the shredder. My protagonist, Anna, survives in a kingdom where the sun is a crime. Camouflage and pulse load by medicine. Sound familiar? I'm weaponizing my education to explain my own history using the ODA loop. Observe, oriented, act. Because I don't know how to learn without strategy. I'm not here for a degree. I'm here for intel. I am finally learning how to be unproductive without feeling like I'm failing a mission. Peace feels suspicious when you've been raised in a war zone. You watch your peers hit milestones while you're just trying to keep a family afloat. I'm 38 and Anna is 36 now. And the ashes of those Florida years still in our lungs, you can now leave the war zone, but the war zone doesn't always leave you. We're playing catch up on our lives now. But I'm moving from the sacrificed child identity towards the warrior of old. April 1st is the line in the sand. The sword drip of season is over. The roommate is moving out. The hurdles are being cleared. The frequency of this channel is increasing. No more prepackaged content. I'm Maria, the weathered by Florida, reinforced by Anna, unyielding by choice. My mom worked double shifts so we could eat. Now I'm fighting the system so she can finally cook. We are graduating from crisis mode to sustainability. The bill is paid. Now we must build. Stay bold, stay tactical, and grab your hard hats. I'll see you in the next chapter.